What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Breakfast with Perkins. I am, of course, your host, Perkins, and nothing too crazy. Just a couple things I wanted to touch on, mainly being gaming news and then some World Cup things. I know it's been pretty much gaming and World Cup things for the last few weeks, but bear with me. And first off, on the gaming side of things, as we're well aware, obviously the Sony thing coming out about moving from physical format to digital format video games, and of course that's got everyone kind of up in arms and all that stuff like that. But on the back of that, looks like there's been some layoffs, a lot of layoffs in the gaming world. One looks like id Software, powerhouse, obviously. id Software dropped half of their people, half their staff, which is fucking insane. Like, I couldn't imagine going to my work and I work for the Postal Service. I couldn't imagine going in there and half our people just axed, after a weekend. And that, I don't know, that'd be a really tough thing. But I was like, okay, that's whatever. And then on top of that, it looks like Microsoft was laying off, 3,800 people, and 30% of that, I think, was for the gaming division, which is still not good. Then I got to thinking, after the layoffs, Bethesda, who we all know and love, releases a statement saying, with these recent layoffs, we don't know if we can get Elder Scrolls 6 out. We don't know if we can do it justice. We don't know if we can do what we need to do to get the game, whatever it is, get it going. And at first I was sad because I love Elder Scrolls. Anything Elder Scrolls, anything Fallout, your boy's in. I'm in, no hesitation. So I'm like, oh, kind of sad. And then I sat there thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. You guys have started production. There's probably pre-production too, but Elder Scrolls 6 production, they said it was all hands on deck, or they released the trailer during one of the showcases in 2018. We are now middle of 2026, so that's 8 years to get some type of production going, get some headway going, get something going on one of the biggest gaming names. And then I started getting pissed off because I thought to myself, Xbox, they have money. They're not hurting for money. Well, they're hemorrhaging money, but they're owned by Microsoft, which Microsoft is, it's fine there. So they're not going anywhere. But Xbox has the money, has the funds, has the pool. They had the people to get something going, get the ball rolling on Elder Scrolls 6. When you put it into perspective of another company, we'll call them Rockstar. You might have heard of Rockstar, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead. They said that there was pre-production as well, but they said GTA was getting the ball rolling. It was getting some earnest headway going around 2018, right after Red Dead 2, or right around Red Dead 2. Coincidentally, right around the same time as, hey, we got a new Elder Scrolls 6 coming out. Here's a weird thing for it. Why is it that Rockstar can give us unlimited amount of DLCs for GTA Online? In the middle of that, they give us one of the greatest games the gaming community has ever seen with Red Dead, and they go, okay, cool, we've made that. Let's go ahead and get something started on GTA 6. And GTA 6, fingers crossed, is supposed to be coming out in November of this year. What the fuck is Bethesda doing? Now, yes, Bethesda, they gave us Starfield. Starfield is no Red Dead 2. But I'm like one of the few people that love I think I have like 6 playthroughs on Starfield. I love Starfield. But it's not no magnum opus like Red Dead 2 is. You've been sitting here playing grab ass and doing all this crazy shit with Fallout 76 and ESO. I guess I don't feel as bad as I did at first with Bethesda. Because they've had every opportunity. You had a full staff to get something done. And now that staff is 30% of your staff is gone in your studios. And now what? Now you're bitching, oh, we don't know if we can really. That's on you. You've had 8 years to do something. 8 years to pull something out. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't feel bad for them, but and the thing is too, is you can't rush the game. I mean, you could, but if it's released and it's a piece of shit, then you're just up shit creek without a paddle. Then you're having to do damage control like CD Projekt Red did, which CD Projekt Red, I'll march to the gates of hell for that company. CD Projekt Red is top of the tops, but they had to go through a lot to get back in the good graces of their customer, of their people. Bethesda before never really needed to do that. Bethesda could release a buggy ass game and everyone just went, Oh yeah, that's Bethesda. That's just how it rolls. But if you release a game that's dog shit, then people aren't going to give you the slide just because you're Bethesda. I mean, they're going to want a good. I don't know. It's interesting to see, and fuck knows when we'll even see another Elder Scrolls. I did hear Obsidian though are going to make Fallout. Apparently they shelved a. There was going to be an Avowed 2. Who the fuck was playing Avowed anyway? So I guess they've scrapped that. Now they're going to go full into another Fallout game, which Obsidian, they're the ones that made New Vegas, correct? So that could be really good. I loved New Vegas. If they, which I'm sure I could do mods to do it, but the shooting and stuff of 4 in New Vegas, that's the best Fallout. Best Fallout. Now I know there's Fallout purists. Oh, Fallout 1 and 2, those are the, okay, whatever, cool, that's fine. I'm talking about present day ones, but anyway. I've also been playing Black Flag Resynced. I'm having an absolute blast with it. I don't know if I'll do a full, maybe should I do a review right now? I'm only about 3 hours in, so I don't know if I can do a review, but the game looks excellent. I'm having a great time. I did play Black Flag, obviously, when it came out all those years prior, and I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it, having a great time. It's great that they were able to capture, obviously what Black Flag looked like back then doesn't look like Black Flag today. But when I play Black Flag today, it's exactly how I pictured it back then. They've captured that perfectly, so that's awesome. I don't have too many complaints about it. The only complaint that I have isn't really a game thing, it's more of a Ubisoft thing. Now, as we know, Ubisoft hasn't had the best track record with their games as of late. Especially in this Assassin's Creed, like Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm sure it sold well, but it didn't sell anything like the Ezio trilogy or Black Flag or anything like that. So the game's great. Now, if I was a gaming company and I'm gonna give you a game that we redid that looks great, that came out a decade and a half ago, whenever that was, I'm gonna try to get in the good graces of my customer base. I'm not gonna do any microtransactions. I'm not gonna do anything like that. And the fact that Ubisoft has microtransactions, that I understand, they want to make money, I get that. But if I'm on the back foot like Ubisoft, I'm not gonna do that. You know what, hey, at least let me rephrase. So they have different packs. They have like different skins for the ship helm and different deck mates. Like I think there's called like Ashes the cat, and he's like this kind of like Hellfire kit, and he's really cool. The skins are really cool, but they're like $10 a pop. $10 a pop is fucking insane. That is insane. That means if you get 4 of those skins, you've pretty much bought 2/3 of the game. If you get 4, that's I could see maybe $3, $4, $5 maybe. Just give it for free. Just give it for, I mean, how much money are you really making off those skins? I'd be in the interest of getting in the good graces with my stuff and just doing the customer base, the people that are keeping you going, keeping the lights on, doing them a solid. But that's just me. Again, I don't own a gaming business, so I don't know exactly what that entails, but that's just me. I don't know. But I'm having an absolute whale of a time with it. The weather mechanics are fucking insane. I got struck down by lightning, which was crazy, and then I don't remember the weather being that treacherous. Maybe that's just me. I just don't remember it being that treacherous, but I don't know. I'm having, like I said, having a great time with it. I'll play more into it before I give like a definitive review. Because again, I'm only 3 hours in, I think. I'm still in the prologue technically. And then also we have the World Cup. World Cup is still going, and we have France, Spain, England, and Argentina left. The team I wanted originally, Bosnia, of course, they got knocked out, which I didn't think they would take it anyway, but it would have been really nice for them to take it, as you guys know. And then after that would have been, it was either Belgium or Norway. And Belgium I didn't really give a fuck about, but Norway, only because I loved the Erling kid. And they got knocked out by England, which was kind of sad. I really wanted to see Norway take it. And I think I like the Erling kid so much that obviously he plays for the Norwegian national team, but I know he plays in the Premier League with, is it Man City or Man U? One of the two. I forget which one it is, but I'm gonna start watching him on there because I genuinely like him, and he's a cool kid. He seems like a really cool kid. So yeah, I'll definitely be watching him and keeping up with him. But yeah, that's just a little gaming, whatever. My take on some gaming stuff, what I'm thinking, and a little World Cup woes. But yeah, Bethesda, I think you guys should shot yourself in the fucking foot because you guys wouldn't shit or get off the pot with your, and now you're in a worse you're in a worse position now than you were 2 years ago. You had more staff, all this stuff, all this momentum, and you're not Rockstar. You can't Rockstar your way with a game release. You just can't do it. I think Rockstar is the only company that can do that. They can just drip feed you stuff and then go quiet if they want. That's a game that doesn't even need to advertise, and they're gonna make back the money they spent. That's it. You're not. So I don't know. I think Bethesda, they just need to stop with keep some keep a skeleton crew going with like ESO and Fallout 76, but let's get some leeway on Elder Scrolls 6 because we've been waiting forever, and I know that your parent company would like if you got something going, and you know. Gave us something to play. But I'm going to land the plane there. Hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think of Bethesda? Anyone else playing Black Flag Resynced? And is your team still in the World Cup? You know, let me know. But I will talk to you guys later. Let me redo that because I didn't mean to go out on a finger itch. That's fucking insane. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.